Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. We're going to do some shop organization today. Shop organization is one of those things that you're working on all the time. You're trying to square things up and make them a little more stable and usable. Kind of like putting the drill bit mount up over the top of the drills. Makes it so that you can get to them when you need them. Well, having everything in the storeroom is nice, but there's times that you want to have things close by, and so I have actually two separate storerooms. This is the one closest to the workshop. This is where I try and keep everything that I use constantly, like the drill bits and the taps and the drill motors and just the general stuff. So when I got this, I thought this would be a good thing to have close by. It'll give me good solid organization, and it'll let me have things close by that right now are just sitting on the shelves, kind of being cluttered. But to make that happen, I have to change some things. This area right here just more or less evolved. It was one thing leads to another kind of deal. Too many clamps, and it always helps to have a wide variety because it lets you make decisions based on a certain size. Trying to run a sheet metal screw into plywood without a pilot hole is a exercise in futility, especially when you're working up inside something that you can't really see. So a pilot hole comes in pretty handy. The other thing that works really well is a magnetic tip for the Phillips on the end of your impact driver. Makes it so you can just mount the screw on the end of the driver, start it into the pilot hole, and away she goes. Something you might not realize when you're sitting here watching this on the screen is I can't see what I'm doing. The camera's sitting on a little shelf back against the wall at an angle that my head won't fit. And even if I could put my head in there, then I couldn't see what I was doing anyway. Easiest way to figure a center to center. Take a rule, can be metric or imperial or any kind of measurement system that you want. You take one mark and you put it against the far side of the hole. And then you take the other one, you put it against the inside. Now this inside edge is at the 3-inch mark, and this inside edge is at the 13-inch mark. Now we do some higher math. 13 minus 3 is 10, so it's 10 inches, center to center. Piece of cake. Find the center location wherever you want to have the thing. Okay, this is 13 3/4, so half of 13 is 6 1/2, and half of 3/4 is 3/8, so 6 1/2 plus 3/8 is 6 7/8. 6 7/8 is right there. That's the center line. So I marked the level at 5 inches and 10 inches. I set the 5-inch mark on the center line, and I just level up the bubble in between the two lines. Mark there, mark there, vertical line here, vertical line there, all set. Needs another brace down here. Something for this shelving unit to lean against. That ought to work just about perfect. Big hang up on this whole project is me not being flexible enough to bend down and work at that angle. Power tools help in a situation like this because they let me do the thumb press what I would have to do by twisting my wrist multiple times. There. Most times the hardest part of doing one of these projects is just getting started. But now we're finished. Piece of cake. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.